Welcome back, everyone. So I did a video yesterday. It was a lot of news yesterday about the massive dump that happened in the market, but I said wait for the day to close, and the day close will tell us a lot about the market. If it closed very high on the candle, then that was a good sign. If it closed low on the candle, then that was a very bad sign. And lo and behold, we basically got a lot of support coming into the market, thankfully. And at least right now, there is some short-term support, very good short-term support. If I had to rate it, I'd probably rate it like a B+, A- in terms of quality of support. This is really good because if you see here on our volume bars, there's a lot of volume right here on the red bottom part here. And we actually haven't had that much volume come into the market since, at least with BTC, since basically, March 2023 before we start to really get the ramp up. And so this is a really good sign, at least, that this will mark BTC at 54K, between 54 and 50K of a lot of support. That takes a lot of money, guys, to pump Bitcoin and make sure it doesn't dump any lower. Now, again, it's not to say it can't close below it. It can, but for the short term right now, I find it very hard to believe that this is going to, have major price dips anytime soon, and this could be a landmark where we signal a low for the foreseeable future as we grind up higher, leading to the US election and the inevitable interest rate cuts in America. So you can tell by what I'm saying that I'm actually very surprised and very happy to see the market doing well, because this is a long position now, and so this is a very good sign of support. So let's go through some cryptos and just overall give you some altcoins to look at and some overall vibes just to have a look at the market. So again, Bitcoin is right there. There it is. It's a very simple chart, guys. We're just looking at volume in the bar. There it is on the candle mid, showing that there was a lot of support for this market. BTC dominance is still very, 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 very high, sitting at 57, almost 58% BTC dominance. And BTC does not spend a lot of time above 55% in dominance for very long. And so again, it's not financial advice, but basically the altcoins should be a pretty good buy, because some of them have got destroyed pretty bad, and it's hard to see them continuously pulling back much more. So you're looking for good, high quality altcoins that are not bleeding down as much. And what's some good ones? Well, my favorite one is actually Solana. Solana's done a fantastic job of still maintaining very high. Look at that, guys. There it is here. This candle says a lot about Solana right here. Okay, there it is. Much like Bitcoin, a lot of volume coming into the market, and it closed very high up on the candle, even higher than Bitcoin, while still maintaining above its 50% of $130. Very good. It doesn't surprise me at all that you got a green candle for the day, up 7.5% so far for the day. Now, again, this is just setting up for its next move, potentially, for it to continue to go higher. This is a very strong crypto, guys. I did a video on Solana. I'll link it above. I said that this was going to its all-time high. I still believe it. I still think this is going to do well. It's just going to take a little bit of time to get there, and that's what you want, guys. You want a nice gradual pull up to it. Otherwise, you basically get an XRP. If you get a quick update where you basically just got like 75% in a day, which is what happened to XRP on the 13th of July, this is it. You get your gains. Oh my God, it went up like crazy, and it just spends ages just doing nothing, I mean, sure, there's trades to be had. You can go leverage and things like that, but I mean, your margin of error is so high on something like that, because it just blew its load in one go, and that's it. And so you want a nice long gradual sideways up, sideways up, sideways up. So sideways up, sideways up, sideways, and then hopefully up. As it gets more and more up, eventually you will get a downtrend. So here you had several ups, sideways up, but then eventually down, sideways, down, sideways, down, sideways. Eventually the inverse is true. Eventually, just the nature of markets. Eventually everything gets overpriced and overvalued, and a correction's in order, and inevitably a bear market follows suit. And so right now, Solana I still think is very bullish, and that goes for all of the Solana crypto coins. So again, the other two that I talk mainly on this channel is Arweave. So Arweave got a lot of support as well. It did break a key level there of $22, so I'm a little bit more worried about it in the short term, and so that was your key mark, hold this line, but it didn't. But it still got a lot of support, and again, it's part of the Solana ecosystem. Hard to imagine it doing badly compared to other cryptos. Radium is another one. This is another crypto that's done very well. Sitting at $2, came all the way down, pulled back to $1.50. There's your 50% for this cycle at around $1.38. Resistance at $1.99. Call it an even $2. And so this is another crypto that may be doing very, very well. It is up 5%. But when the market's doing bad, you basically want good, high quality cryptos. I wouldn't call Radium or Arweave, high quality, but I definitely would Solana at this point. We'll have a look at Ethereum too, because this one got munched pretty bad. I love Ethereum. I still think Ethereum is going to do very, very well, but I can't defend it and say that it's been doing too well, because it just basically has the ETF launched, and once retail get to the market, they get dumped on immediately. And that's exactly what happened. The ETF got launched, did all right, kind of went nowhere, and basically just came back down, and now you got slammed down. The thing about Ethereum that makes me think this might be the low, is we haven't had, look at the size of this candle, this bar here, the volume, this one. That is absolutely huge. If you look at it, the average traded on the Binance exchange, the biggest exchange in the world, Binance, the average daily traded Ethereum is 364,000, okay? Call it 365. 2.65. The day it got traded yesterday was 2.67 million. So it got absolutely flooded with Ethereum. So there was a lot of volatility and he still closed mid on the candle. So there's a lot of support coming in there, and that should theoretically mark a significant level of support at that 211 mark for Ethereum. And we haven't had that much volume come in until basically November 2022, which was another low, and then June, which was the low. So, you're looking at volume. That's what I do. I look at volume, I look at the candle, see where it's coming in, and that's support, guys. That's support. Yes, it's a round candle, but it's support, and that's showing strength. Now, the one thing I don't like about Ethereum is that it is struggling at its major 50% at 2465, and basically you want to see it get above there relatively quickly, because right now we're sort of in the danger zone. A lot of other cryptos, guys, I would just wait for it to unfold. There was one that I actually did want to look at, which was Jasmy and Render, and so Jasmy's actually been holding up pretty well too. There it is. Look at this sideways action, guys. So there's your churn, goes up, there's your roaring out of the gates, and it sits there at 16 cents, goes up to about 44, pulls back and finds support back on that 16 cents. You can see just how well these Fibonacci tools work. There's your line in the sand. You don't want it breaking that. So far it hasn't, hence strength. Render's another one. This is a very volatile one, it's very volatile, and your marginal area is so wide on this one because it's just gone everywhere at the moment. And so you can just see, look at this downtrend that's coming into the market. I mean, that's a very big downtrend, huge, just a couple days. Literally, you're going from $7.20 all the way down. That's almost a 35 to 40% correction right there. That's in just a matter of a week or two. It's a lot for an altcoin. And the AI, that was the bubble. Has the bubble burst yet? We don't know. But at the moment, right now, as of yesterday, support did come in for Render. But just as just for very, very, very quick trades. I'm talking less than a day, a couple hours. You want to hold this thing and just see where it goes. It does have some volatility to it, but it's just I feel like this was your time to get into Render. Like this was your final call, and then you go up here, and then that was your gate, and just kept losing momentum. So I don't anticipate this thing to inevitably keep going down, but if the AI bubble hasn't burst yet, then this will still make a comeback. But I disagree with it still. But hedge your bets, guys, in terms of it. You never know. That's going to do it for this video. I hope it helped. Again, short term, I think there's some really good support coming into the market, laying the foundation for the next bull run. But if there is another big heavy sell-off day and you just get too much selling pressure and inevitably the support does break down, then you have to reassess at that point. There's no way about it. So essentially, we don't want to see another selling day because this takes a lot of money to support the market, and eventually people just cut their losses and say that's too much. So you don't want to see basically significant areas of support getting cut when you have sell-offs like this. You don't want another sell-off in a couple of days' time. It's too much selling. The market can't absorb it. So the market's absorbed it. Good news. And so hopefully we don't get another sell-off. So until that happens, I'm bullish again and we're long again. So I hope that helps and that's clear and concise. If you did enjoy it, give it a like and a subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.